We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 20.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, here's Barkley, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
32-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. This will make it into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. On second down, Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Elliott.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Ezekiel Elliott.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This is Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
By Blake Martinez.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. After the penalty, it's Elliott. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Giants 0. Greg Zuerlein to kick off 4th down.
Yeah, after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Carry now for Elliott. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
We did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
The 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Two runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Greg Zuerlein for the Cowboy field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And the Giants 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, and unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
taken down at the 41. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And this one's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the...
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number
Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Prescott from the gun. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now.
Good.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. People going to 54. Hey, kill. Back.
Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st down, New York.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts.
1st down.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The Giants first down.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 11-yard line.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Jones out to the flat, and that's caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
To number 87.
Sterling Shepard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17 to 10.
Score Giants 17. Cowboys 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Prescott now from the 50. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
I'm here all day.
They go Elliott again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Let's go deep. Under. Let's go deep. Tighten up. Mike's 50. We'll go 47. 26.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, the ball carrier. He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott rolling to his left. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off inside the 10. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. On first down, Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards and a Giant first down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Caden Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A second down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Prescott yet again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
37-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
To Evan Ingram.
1st down Giants, Jones to Ingram. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that would be their last points of the game.
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Giants, that early momentum